Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to NPK Consultancy's The Tax Fix podcast. My name is Patricia Komani and I'm with
Nomthandazo Ndwalane.
And today we are going to talk about turnover tax. What is it, who qualifies, and what are the benefits? Nomti is going to answer some questions for us. And if you've got more questions, please do not hesitate to put the comments below and we'll assist where we can. So Nomti,
Yes.
What is turnover tax?
Right. Turnover tax is a system that was introduced by SARS for businesses with total sales of up to $1 million.
Wow. Okay. So total sales up to $1 million.
Yes.
Then who qualifies?
Businesses that qualify for turnover tax are businesses, as mentioned, that make total sales of up to $1 million.
Okay.
And also if your business falls under the category of a partnership, close corporation, cooperatives, a company, and an individual that operates as a sole proprietor.
Oh my goodness. So that
Yes.
means my company can qualify too. Or
No,
what do you mean?
there are some that are disqualified.
Okay. Please
Yes.
tell me more.
Companies that are disqualified are companies that make above $1 million, but also companies that provide services such as personal services, professional services, if you're a labor broker, or if your company's main income activities are from investments such as dividends or interest, then you do not qualify, unfortunately.
And guys, when it comes to personal service providers, right? To give an example, that would be accounting firms, that
Yeah.
would be engineers,
Right.
doctors.
Yep.
The list is quite long.
Yeah.
Unless if you've got employees about of 3 going up
Yeah,
and they are not related to you.
true. Yep.
That cuts out a lot of
That
businesses.
is true. Yes, that's very true.
Wow. And then how do we register?
Well, registering, before we get to the how, let's look at the when, right? If
us.
your business has been operating for a little over a year, then you need to register before the beginning of a year of assessment, right? But if your business has just recently been registered, then you need to apply to register within 21 days of your business's first activities.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're telling me that if I've got a business
Yes.
that earns less than R1 million of sales,
Yes.
then I qualify.
Yes.
If I'm a sole proprietor, if I'm a company, if
Yes.
I'm a CC,
Yes.
and this all sounds great, but why would I want to register? Like, what is the benefit? What is the purpose of me doing all of this?
The benefit of registering for the turnover tax system is that, for one, compared to the normal tax system, income tax system, you pay lesser percentages or lesser rates of income tax.
Okay.
So compared to the 27% that companies that are registered under the normal income tax pay, your business would pay between 0% to 3%.
0% to 3%.
Yes.
Insane.
I know.
Is that the only benefit?
No, definitely not. So more benefits are that your taxable turnover, right, your total sales, are what will be used to calculate your tax. Yes. As compared to normal to businesses registered under the normal system, that the taxable income consists also of expenditures and all these other things, which makes up your profit for the year.
And maybe just to add on here, guys.
Yes.
In as much as for turnover tax, right, you only have to consider your total receipts or your sales, right?
Yes.
It doesn't mean that as a company you should stop having your financial statements
Yes,
being
yes.
compiled.
True,
Because
that
that
is
is a
very
Companies Act requirement. Those are completely two separate requirements.
Yes, that is true. That is very true. More benefits.
More benefits.
Yes. So more benefits in terms of the turnover tax system are that once you're registered for turnover tax, then your company does not need to register for income tax, VAT, capital gains tax, or even dividends tax. Yes.
And employees tax?
Employees tax, that unfortunately we cannot run away from. Once your business employs people into the company, employees tax will definitely need to be paid. PAYE, UIF, or SDL.
Yes.
Yes.
If you qualify for it.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, this sounds so great. You know, I'm just sitting here, Nomti, and I'm thinking of so many companies that qualify as for turnover tax, right?
Yes. Yes.
But they're not really enjoying this benefit.
True.
When are they supposed to submit the tax returns?
Okay. So tax returns for turnover tax, there's three, right? The first tax return needs to be submitted within the first 6 months of the financial assessment. The second tax return needs to be submitted within the second 6 months of the financial assessment. But now, the third tax return, which is important because now it comes after the assessment of both the tax returns that have been submitted, which will then show if there's a deficit or a surplus. This one will be submitted during the tax season provided by SARS. Yes.
Wow. I am so excited. So, if we summarize what I was saying.
So, basically, what we're saying is if your company qualifies for turnover tax, register. And then secondly, enjoy the benefits of being under turnover tax, like paying less tax. And also, the most important thing is that let's always remember to be compliant.
But what happens if this year my total sales, right, is R1 million or less than R1 million? Then next year I make more than R1 million.
Right.
What happens? Am I still under the turnover tax regime?
So what happens is that if your company starts making over R1 million, then either you are going to have to prove to SARS that it is a temporary event and you do not make over R1 million consistently. But if you do start making over R1 million consistently, then you are going to have to go through compulsory deregistration. What does that mean? It means your company moves from the turnover tax system to the normal income tax system.
Which means you now have to register or submit your income tax returns.
Yes.
And because you're making over R1 million, you have to register for that. Right?
Yeah.
And dividends and any other taxes that you had the benefit of not registering while you are under the turnover tax.
That is true. Yes.
But I mean, if you qualify, do register. Enjoy the benefit of paying the 0 to 3% tax bracket while you still can, right? Because you're saving so much money and you can use that money for the benefit of your business. You can invest it within the business. You can expand your business. You'll have proper cash flow without stressing so much of, you need to pay this 27% tax.
True.
But thank you so much for those answers. And this was the Tax Fix podcast of NPK Consultancy with Patricia and Nomti. Until next time, bye.